Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk to y'all about something that's going on in Georgia that I'm not really seeing the media talk about all that much outside of the local and state media organizations. So, our state election board met, which is fairly newly created. It was created in 2021 as that mass GOP new election bills that went through right after the 2020 election. So they passed 11 new rules. I'm reading that a lot of them are kind of bullshit, but one of them that they're doing is they just passed a rule that says they must hand count all the ballots and match it against the machine count. Now, what's wrong with this? Well, they're setting a deadline to it, and apparently it's against the law. And one of the election board members brought this up. Now, the election board is very heavily in favor of MAGA. Three of the election board officials are Trump enthusiasts. They're pretty much handpicked by Trump himself. So it passed with flying colors. And I really wanted you to watch this one part of the meeting that it's very short, but one of the election board members is objecting because she says it's against the law and she has the code all neatly tabbed. And the rule that they were passing goes against not only state law, but against what the Georgia State Legal Counsel had recommended to the board, along with the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and several other of the executive officials in the state capital, Atlanta. So listen to this lady as she kind of condemns the vote, just to be on record. So when there's a lawsuit, which I imagine Mark Elias is going to be right on top of, she's on record for trying to mention that. Now, at the very end, kind of gets you a little heated because the chairman of the board, he very patronizingly says, I'm not going to go into explaining why you're wrong. And, I'm paraphrasing, but
voting in affirmative, I want to make on the record that we'll be going against the advice of our legal counsel by voting in the affirmative. We will have no further discussion, we'll have a vote by voice.
Before we vote by voice, my discussion is that, Mr. Chairman, I have to point out that every time you make a statement that this could be against the law, you are welcoming lawsuits that will be dismissed, lawsuits that we know will be dismissed. I just read in our code what we can and can't do, undisputed. So I just want to be on record stating that I really am getting a little tired of encouraging lawsuits. We can vote.
I will not correct your comments.
now I haven't seen yet some of the other rules that pass. I imagine they're more rules about trying to buy time to challenge elections. They're trying to pass a rule that also allows anybody meaning any of the county officials, to bring up reasons why they are not confident in the security of the election. So if one election official in bumfuck County, Georgia says, you know what, I'm a little nervous that these numbers aren't adding up. And yeah, we've done a recount, but I'm still not convinced. I think some fraud happened. They can technically challenge that, say you can't certify without us. So I can't certify, write off on this. So y'all are going to have to wait till we figured it out. And then they buy time. And there's lots of deadlines where it's state law. And this is true in, I think, almost every state, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of these law requirements, you have to be certified by a certain date and time. So the Electoral College can meet in December and, do their formality, and then January 6th, send their certified ballots to be counted by the vice president, who does that ceremonially, as we know from Mike Pence last January 6th. So keep your ears out for Georgia election information. I'm sure Mark Elias is already on it, probably will drop the lawsuit. It would not shock me if he drops a lawsuit later today. But keep your eyes out on Georgia, cross your fingers, and there's a lot of executive power that is really working hard to stop this, because despite everything, they're all Republicans. They have some level of scrutiny. So anyway, have a great day, folks, and I'll keep you posted. Bye.